See, a lot of people right now are dealing not in the reality of what is happening. You are making moves based on what could happen. And so you start going because you could be single for the rest of your life. So you start doing things in haste off of the potential of what everybody say could. And this is what is happening in Saul's life, is he's about to forfeit the promise of God, not because of what did happen, but because of what could have happened. And he was moving in fear. And that's what I want you to know, just first off, that FOMO is fear. Hasty faith has fear. You scared. You scared that if you get out there in the name of God, he gonna leave you hanging. You're scared that if you actually step out and do the thing and have the awkward meeting, that it's gonna end awkward. Listen to me. The things that God has you going to and going through is not even for the outcome. It's for what it makes in you. And God is looking for obedience in his people like never before. See, when you're moving in haste, it forgets what God tells you to do, and it makes up options that seem better at the time. This man had clear instructions from Samuel the prophet. Stay here for 7 days until I come. And many of us, God has given instructions. Stay at this job until I tell you to move. Keep doing this until I give you further instructions. And when another opportunity comes up, a lot of us make decisions that are like, oh, well, this seems better. This seems more profitable. This makes more sense. And what ends up happening in this moment is when you are hasty, you have FOMO, you forget the things that God said, and you make up your own options. See, a lot of us, we follow orders to a point, but we do not maintain the obedience when opposition and things start going away. And what I'm trying to give you is keys not to move outside of the timing of God. Stay obedient. Many of us want a brand new word from God, and God says, I'm not giving you a new word. I'm trusting you to maintain the last one I gave you. Well, God, if you would just speak fresh. I did a new prayer and fasting time, and God said, I ain't giving you no new words. It was the last one I spoke. It was the last thing I said. I told you to take your wife on a date every week. She's been missing her dates. Do you hear what I'm saying? He said, I told you to do it every week. But now you're going through turmoil and you can't figure out why the passion is not there and the love is not there. And you say, God, will you save me? He said, I'm not giving you new instructions. I need you to maintain what I already told you to do. He told some of y'all to start a Bible study. And when people stopped coming, you stopped doing it. And he said, I'm not giving you new instructions. I need you to maintain the obedience that you had before. Is that many of us have been in a place where I've put my feelings over my obedience. This man didn't get a word from God. This man just looked at the situation and he says, you know what? Let me consult my feelings right now. Feelings, how do you feel? I feel scared. I feel lost. I feel like God's forgotten about me. Feelings, how do you feel right now? I feel like maybe if I do this on my own, God will somehow bless it. Feelings, what do you feel like right now? I feel overlooked at this job. I feel like nobody sees me. Feelings, what do you feel? I feel too fine to be single. I feel too talented to be this broke. Feelings, what do you feel right now? I feel like I should have a bunch of friends, even though God called me to a season of separation. Feelings, what do you feel right now? I feel like I want to have sex with everybody. Your feelings are real, but they are a bad manager. Comparison. Comparison will make you fumble the opportunities God's given you. When you start looking at what their family is doing and what trip they just went on and what their church is doing, comparison will allow you to fumble the grace of God. The only reason he gave you another opportunity at that job was to give you an opportunity to submit and be humble again. But you made other options for yourself. So you fumbled that one too. What are you saying, Pastor Mike? All these examples are in Old Testament. But can I give you a New Testament example of the things that will try to make you fumble the grace of God? Give it to me, bro. Come on. Opportunities. See, everybody thinks opportunities are good. Opportunities are only good if they're God.